My name is Hoor Qasimi. I'm director of Sharjah Art Foundation. I was initially invited by Salma and Sufyan and Diane to bring to Dream City some of the projects that we produced for Sharjah Biennial 15, which opened in February this year. But of course, for me, working on a biennial is very site-specific, so I really wanted to spend time in Tunis and to bring things into certain spaces and bring certain spaces to life. So I visited the last Dream City to see how things happen, how the team works, trying to get to know people, but also how people interact in the city. And I fell in love with some of the spaces that were used. For example, where we are now, Qashlat al-Attarin was a really special place, and I felt that there could be so much that could come out of bringing this place to life. So this is our main, one of our main venues for Dream projects, and you'll see the others as you visit. As I mentioned, space is very important for me, so I really wanted to turn this space into a gathering space and have a lot of the works that are on video presented here within this space, but also cleaning up the library, bringing it back to life. It's really so beautiful to see all the hard work that went into cleaning the space. I'm hoping it remains after the festival, for sure. There's so much history in Tunis, it's important to really bring that out through the projects. I invited Khalil Rabbah because when I visited Torbat Sidi Boukhrisan, I saw these beautiful olive trees, and it really reminded me of his projects around the Museum of Palestine and the olive trees. So again, I wanted to bring the space to life and let the space breathe. The history of Tunis and dates made me think of Michael Rakovitz's history, talking about his family and his grandfather's dates shop in Iraq. So it was really important for me to bring these projects into Tunis. So not far from the Sharjah Biennial theme of thinking historically in the present, but very site-specific, also looking at Tunis's history. When I was here last time, I had great studio visits with Sanya Qallal and Ferial, and I really wanted to also include artists from Tunis that I had met, so that was really important for me. And they're taking over spaces also here in Qashlat al-Attarin. It was also really important for me to show works that are not only about visual arts, but really films with documentaries. Mansha Dewari's film on Angela Davis, on Edouard Glissant. Since we're in a library, we also have their books present, so people can learn about these great figures or also interact with their work. Another artist I invited is Tariq Atwi, who will be working on a performance as well, and will also include some film screenings. I think when I visited Qashlat al-Attarin, it was really special, but a lot of the rooms were closed. It was storage. Every room I went to, it was stockage. So I was really determined to just bring all of this to life. All these books that you see around you were on the floor, rooms were locked up and just stored. So it's been really interesting to see it come to life. It's been very hot in the summer, and the team worked so hard to bring this place to life, and I couldn't be happier with it. I think when I work on curatorial projects, I like to include performances as well. It could be an experimental performance, or it could be dance. I really try not to limit the medium. I've also worked with musicians. I think the beauty of working in the arts is you can be flexible. You can work with filmmakers, you can work with writers, poets, and I like this flexibility in the practice. I think for me, working in Tunis has been a great experience. This is why I really wanted to do something site-specific and not just import certain projects to just show them within the festival. I think everywhere that you work, you really have to take into account the people, the place, the history, and I feel like there's so much history here in Tunis that people really want to see. I just wish Dream City would be on for a little bit longer so people have the time. I hope that a lot of the young generation will take away a lot of content from this exhibition, and that it could be something that makes them think about going forward in terms of their practice in different ways. I hope that they'll spend time here, just being together, looking through the books and being part of this history of Qashrat al-Attarin.